Sri Lanka, the resplendent isle, is a perpetual showcase of arts and crafts, rarely equaled by any other world culture. The tradition of Sri Lankan arts and crafts sweeps over many centuries, from prehistoric times down till the 21st century. The splendid heritage of Sri Lankan arts and crafts has been inspired by a whole series of influences. The Ministry of Rural Industries and Self-Employment Promotion of Sri Lanka aims at achieving several primary objectives: the development and promotion of small and medium entrepreneurs by facilitating and by providing resources, the promotion of self-entrepreneurship, generating employment opportunities, and supporting the establishment with business operations. 5 institutions have been set up within the ministry, and they contribute toward the achievement of these goals. A living and pulsating pageant of Sri Lanka's arts and crafts is the annual procession of the Temple of the Tooth Relic in Kandy. The Kandyan region in Sri Lanka sustains a living tradition of arts and crafts. Those products are wide-ranging. The rich and multifaceted heritage of Kandyan arts and crafts is still to be seen and functional. Ambekke Devale in Kandy was the royal audience hall of Sri Lankan monarchs in the 14th and 15th centuries. It depicts the rare and exacting art in wood carving at its best. Some monarchs of Sri Lanka acquired spouses from among the dynasties of South India. They came over with an elaborate retinue which consisted of artists and craftsmen. Their traditional genius influenced the arts and crafts of Sri Lanka. Kalasiri village in Natarampota, Kandy are havens for traditional arts and crafts. Some of those rare arts and crafts currently threatened with extinction receive innovative inputs at the hands of the creative and skillful craftsmen of these settlements. Lacquer work is a fine art for which the village of Pallehapuvida in Matale district is quite famous. One of the techniques utilized in this form of craft is the mechanism pattale. Further refinements are effected through the use of a short pointed metal instrument. Some highly skillful craftsmen use their fingernails quite dexterously. The southern region of Sri Lanka is home to a vast variety of traditional crafts, among which are puppets and elaborate masks. The south of Sri Lanka is extensively known for its rites and rituals that utilize masks. Sipnara Institute in Galle in the south of Sri Lanka is a training centre for craftsmen under the aegis of the National Crafts Council. Sipnara functions mainly as a venue for the training of craftsmen in traditional crafts. On the average, about 100 craftsmen acquire training here per year in a wide variety of crafts. Of the traditional modes of the plastic arts, wax moulding is fast disappearing. Several pockets of this craft still remain in the southern region of the island. The craftsmen practicing this rare craftsmanship produce a variety of brass works. Sigiriya Kingdom, a World Heritage Site, dates back to the 5th century AD. Considered a wonder of architecture, Sigiriya is world-renowned for its magnificent frescoes that depict a series of comely maidens. The Sigiriya Handicraft Village is located in association with this ancient kingdom. The Handicraft Village has facilities for displays and marketing of handicrafts that have been created by the rural folk of this area. A similar handicraft village is located at the Folk Art Centre in Battaramulla, near Colombo. The Battaramulla Folk Art Centre fosters and preserves indigenous folk arts and their Sri Lankan identity. Above all, a crucial objective of the Folk Art Centre is the instilling of a sense of values about folk art among a new generation of artists and craftsmen. Works of clay, according to archaeological evidence, dates back to prehistoric times. It is quite clear from ancient finds that Sri Lanka had produced clay works even in the first millennium BCE. Over the centuries, the techniques of producing works of clay evolved from the primitive levels to rather sophisticated heights. Today, advanced technologies are being utilized for the production of works of clay in various locations in Sri Lanka under the guidance of the National Design Centre. The Industrial Development Board has been established by the state for extension services in the industrial sector. Many countries in the Asian and in the African countries tend to look on this organization as a model of extension services. Some villages in Sri Lanka produce jaggery and treacle utilizing the sap of the kitul palm or the Caviota urens family. These rural industries currently receive the benefit of modern technology. These products possess high medical value in terms of the indigenous system of Ayurvedic medicine. The industries associated with kittul acquire a special significance because they are eco-friendly. For the benefit of those engaged in a variety of old-fashioned rural industries, modern methods are introduced along with advanced technologies to implement those new systems. The ministry organizes handicrafts and industrial exhibitions as well as organizing trade fairs for local and foreign buyers. Mid-year exhibitions are held at the provincial level. At these, the creations of indigenous craftsmen receive much appreciation and admiration. The impressive outcome of all this is the emergence of a new market for their products, escalating their demand locally and globally. The Sri Lanka Handicrafts Board is the principal and permanent marketing outlet for these indigenous products. The major role of the SLHB is the development of marketing opportunities for Sri Lankan handicrafts. Sri Lanka has had a crafts tradition as old as her history. During ancient and medieval times, craftsmen received the patronage of royalty. In modern times, it is the government which provides such patronage. During the past several years, a movement is observed in developing countries for a return to nature, enabling the emergence of a new market for arts and crafts from Sri Lanka.